Well, today, the House of Representatives passed a budget resolution clearing the way for President Joe Biden's COVID-19 relief package. CBS 4 Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson joins us live now with that. Rashad.
President Biden and Democrats say they're not waiting around for Republicans to get on board with the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan. Friday, House Democratic leadership met with President Biden and Vice President Harris about how to move forward the $1.9 trillion relief package.
On Monday, we will begin working on the specifics of the bills. Hopefully, in a 2-week period of time, we'll send something over to the Senate.
President Biden and Speaker Nancy Pelosi made clear they're prepared to pass the package without Republicans.
We got a chance to do something big here.
This is about crushing the virus.
But Republicans like Missouri Representative Jason Smith say the package includes unnecessary liberal ideas.
House Democrats are driving full speed ahead toward radical policies that will kill jobs, hurt the working class.
Maryland Congressman Steny Hoyer is still hoping for Republican support.
We call it reconciliation. There's nothing in reconciliation that precludes Republicans voting for it.
Whether to increase the minimum wage remains a major sticking point, but in the early morning hours of the Senate voting, Iowa Senator Joni Ernst helped pass an amendment to prevent it from happening during the pandemic.
$15 federal minimum wage would be devastating for our hardest hit small businesses at a time when they can least afford it.
Next week, while the House is working on President Biden's COVID plan, the Senate will be occupied with former President Trump's second impeachment trial. In Washington, Rashad Hudson, back to you.
Rashad, we've heard a lot about this $15 minimum wage, that part of the bill. Is that likely to stay in the bill?
Well, as of now, it was stripped out of the bill, but it could come back up. Now, this was a part of the bill. It would have made the minimum wage $15 over a period of time, and that period of time would have hit in 2025.
By the way, is the president sticking with this $1,400 stimulus check amount?
Yes, the president said today that he is sticking to that because he said that he ran on that and he would be breaking a promise to the American people.
And it just seems like things are happening very fast. Why the rush by Democrats to get the bill passed?
Well, the president said that urgency elevated today when the jobs report from January came out, showing that the economy only added 45,000 jobs. He's saying right now is the time to pass this bill to get more people back to work and to put money into the pockets of the American people.
All right. Rashad Hudson, thank you very much.